What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday, and we're finally looking at our first break card. And of course, it's going to be Raichu Break, which is my second favorite break. We're saving Zork for another day, so watch out for Zork Break coming out next week. But today we're looking at Raichu Break, and let's go over Raichu first. You know, we got Pikachu, and this is the Pikachu you want to play, because the Nuzzle, flip a Queen of Heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed, just so you have it out, just in case. 3 Raichu. Circle Circuit's not a bad attack. You know, Circle Circuit, the attack does 20 damage times the number of your bench Pokemon. So if you fill up, you do 100 damage. With a Silver Bringer, you do 130. And it could take a knockout. And the cool thing with Raichu Break is you can use Raichu's other attacks like Circle Circuit and Thunderbolt. So that could come in helpful. Could come in, you know, handy if you need to. But our main attacker here is going to be Raichu Break. And don't worry, you have to turn your neck kind of to the side to see what it says. But it says Grand Bolt, 170 damage, so 170 base. Discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. And it says Raichu Break retains the attacks, abilities, weakness, resistance, and retreat costs of its previous evolution. Alright, turn your head back to the side. We're good to go. Alrighty. So the whole concept here is you're going to Grand Bolt, knock out EXs over and over again. With the Silver Bangle, you're doing 200 damage, which one-shots the majority of them, besides the Megas and, of course, Wailord EX. And I know you can't knock out a Wailord EX, but, you can't knock out the Megas with the Raichu Break, but that's okay. We have ways around it. Now, how are we going to power up these Raichus over and over again? That's going to be Eels. Eel has Dynamotor. Once during your turn before you attack, you may attach a lightning energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. So you constantly Dynamotor, and it needs a DC and a lightning. Let me make sure one time and make sure. Yeah, it's just a DC and a lightning, so you only have to Dynamo once and DCE, or you get double Dynamo and attach a lightning energy. That could work as well. And we also play 2 Shaman just to help set up in the early game. You can Ultra Ball for the Shamans, draw some more cards, so you get multiple Pikachus, and everything you need turn 1, which you kind of need. Now, one card is definitely questionable. People are going to be like, Squeaky, why aren't you playing this? And that is Keldeo. And I know some people are like, you need to play Keldeo. But when I've been testing this deck, I've actually have not liked Keldeo that much. And don't hate me. Don't hate me. I'll explain. So the whole concept is, you can Wally. So second turn, you can Pikachu, Raichu, and then Wally to the break and knock out somebody. And on the bench, you can Pikachu, Raichu, and then next turn evolve that into Raichu. And then Raichu has free retreat, so it's going to have free retreat regardless. So once you get those 2 Raichu breaks out, you really don't need Keldeo. You kind of need that 5th bench spot. Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to have, the Raichu, 2 Eels, maybe a Pikachu. So that's 4 right there, or that's 3. So you got the Raichu, 2 Eels, and a Pikachu. That's Pikachu, yeah, that's 4 right there. And you kind of need the other spot for Shaman. Or if you have Pikachu, Raichu, 2 Shamans, that's 3. Pikachu, 2 L's, that's 3. You play a Shaman early, now you have the other spot for a Shaman. And so that's why I haven't been playing a Keldeo. I can easily say play Keldeo in here. You can cut down to a 2 L's or a 3 L lines, slap in that one Keldeo, and you'll be good to go. But right now, I'm not liking it that much. Don't get me wrong, I can see it. If you want to play it, play it. We play the Flowstones. Don't kill me. I know some people are going to be like, you're not playing Keldeo, what are you doing? And I just told you why. Because you're going to try to, like I said, early game, you're going to Pikachu, Manly Evolve into Raichu, and then Wally into Raichu Break, take a knockout while also Manly Evolve into Raichu on the bench, and the next turn you can Dynamotor onto that bench Raichu, break it, send it up, and take a knockout while also powering up the one on the bench, and there you go. Once you Raichu Break 3 times, you win the game, and so that's why I don't have the Keldeo in here. So I know, yeah, it's probably surprising, and you might be like, well, what if you're asleep or confused or paralyzed? Well, the sleep flip is a 25% of happening. Laser is 50, then you have another. It's basically a 25% chance of you sleeping. I'm fine with those odds, and usually if they're playing a laser, they're knocking you out regardless. The only thing that doesn't is Seismitoad, but the cool thing about lasers and stuff, if they use it early, you can just evolve and get out of it. If they, turn 1, they laser, put you to sleep, you're like, cool. Evolve, Wally, Raichu Break, knock out your EX, and you're good to go. Now you're not asleep, and you can take a knockout. And that's why I don't play the Keldeo. You can easily put it in. Like I said, get rid of static traditions and rush in and use the Dynamotors that way. And yeah, I see the whole concept. Now, originally, when I was going to do this deck, I was going to play a Raichu EX deck. I currently don't have any Raichu EXs. As soon as I do, we will make a expanded Raichu EX. I know in the last video for Magnezone, people were like, why aren't you playing Raichu? And the whole reason is I think Raichu is a lot better in expanding with Eels. I don't think it's that great in standard because you don't have superior energy retrievals, which is your main way of getting back energies. Of course, you do have Fisherman, which only gives you 4. So you'll have like Fisherman and Retrieval. The cool thing about Superior is not a supporter card. So you can Superior, discard 2 cards, get 4 energies, use your supporter for turn, get those extra energies you need to, knock out those EXs if you need to. But I think it's better in Expanded, but don't get me wrong, we'll play a standard version and an expanded version. You can see the differences. And in Expanded, I would definitely put in the Keldeo, just because it's a lot quicker. You can you don't have the free retreat as you do in this deck. The Raichu EX has a 1 retreat cost, maybe 2. And also with Raichu EX, he only has 130 HP, which is the same as a Break. The Break one-shots everything almost, and the EX definitely one-shots everything, so that's why we're in there. Okay, I'm done talking. We'll go over the Trainer Supporter Stadiums. I'm sorry about that, but I just kind of want to throw in there why we don't have the Keldeo and why we haven't played Raichu EX yet. But don't hate me. You're probably like, Raichu EX is really good, and don't get me wrong, it is good. You just have to play like multiple energy retrievals and Fisherman in Standard, and you have to Rare Candy into Magnezone, and it's a lot harder to set up on Eels. You can just Dynamotor, or you can even play Superior and Expanded with Magnezone, and have the energies that way. But I really do like this deck a lot more. You get down to 3 Eels, attach another Lightning Muscle Band. It's fairly easy to power up the Raichu EX over and over again, and in Eels, and or you have these Superiors, like I said. All right, let's keep the party going. Now in Trainer Supporter Stadiums, we played the 2 Battle Compressors, so you can discard your supporter cards. Maybe discard some Lightning energies. Turn 1 you would discard the Bridget, the Wally, the Colress, and that turn you can Verse Seeker for the Bridget and play it. We only play the 1 Bridget because you have multiple Love Balls and Ultra Balls, so you'll be okay if you don't hit it. 1 Computer Search to get anything out of your deck. 2 Love Ball, this can get you the Pikachu, the Raichu, the Dynamo, the Eel. 1 Sacred Ash to get back to Raichu line, which they can knock out fairly quickly. Like I said, it only has 130 HP. 3 Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards from your hand, search your deck for any Pokemon. This can get you any Pokemon. 4 Via Secret to reuse supporters. And right now, Bridget is, I don't know what's wrong with Bridget. Let me make sure to see if anybody says anything. Supposedly there is a bug. Supposedly it lets you grab your opponent's Pokemon and drag it to your bench. So that's a glitch going around with Bridget. That's what I just been confirmed. That supposedly it lets you grab your opponent's Pokemon and drag it to your bench. I'm not sure how that's possible, but supposedly that's what's going on. So what's going to happen is in the last game, almost every game, I record a bunch of games with these videos, and you're going to hear me say, thanks for watching already, bye. I had plans to record another game because the last game is not that interesting. The 2 games aren't that very interesting, but they're the best 2 games I did get. I know it's going to be hard to believe, like, those are your 2 best games you get. And I do record a lot of games, but sadly Bridget is now banned from the game, so I can't even finish. Like, I can't even get that great of a game, but don't worry, you can still see the power of Raichu Break in these 2 games, like always. Alrighty, so 1 Colress, because you're going to put a lot of bench Pokemon on your bench. 1 Lysander, 4 Juniper, 2 Wally. We've been on Wally before. It lets you evolve turn 1, and also you can Pikachu into Raichu, and then Wally into the Raichu Break, which is great. And now we also play 3 Faded Town. And like I said, with the Raichu Break, you're not taking a knockout with Silverbringer, you're doing 200 damage. But with Faded Town, you're doing 220. And if the Faded Town stays, you're doing 240 come back into you. And that's how you're going to knock out these Mega Pokemon. I know yesterday I said Mega Tyranitar was sadly not in the 240, and I apologize for that. I kind of forgot that Mega Tyranitar was 240. I thought it was 230. I did not think it was 240 when I was naming off Kyogre and Groudon. But if you need to hit those 240, like the Groudon, Kyogre, or the Tyranitar, don't worry, I didn't forget. You could Fade It Down them. Alrighty, 2 Floatstones, and this way you can Floatstone your Eels if they get Lysander up, or your Shaymins. 3 Silverbangles, so you can hit that 200 damage, 4 DC, and 8 Lightning. And that's the deck. Some changes you can make, like I said, you can cut down the Eels line, put in a a Keldeo. You can play less Lightning if you think 8 is too much, but what I like to do is manually power up a Raichu and or double Dynamotor and attach a Lightning Energy if you're against Giratina, and playing the 8 actually helps out a lot against that. But hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry that Bridget did get bugged later on. You'll see in the first game it is not bugged, and then later on while recording the videos, it did get bugged out, and it got banned from the game for right now while they're editing it, and supposedly, like I said, it lets you grab your opponent's Pokemon. But thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and let's see this deck in action. Alright, you're playing against 4 peeps, playing a Psychic Watercolors, which makes you think he is playing Seismitoad Bats. I could be wrong, but it's my opponent's turn, and he does have the advantage. So let's see. We have a really good turn 1, though. Oh, even worse, it's... Oh, wait, no, Garbado's not even worse. Yeah, it is! What am I talking about? We can't utilize our... We can't use our Dynamos and our Eels if we get our if we get our tool shut down. Oh, buddy, this might be a hard matchup. Okay, I was like, oh, size of bats, that's easy. Now it's size of the Garbodor. I'm like, oh, this might be hard. Okay, so but you start Shaman. That's good. That's a 2 prize Pokemon. Two prize we can take on a Shaman because it has a double color synergy. We see a Hypnotoxic Laser, 99 Pikachu. Heads, you are asleep, buddy. We see a Verbeck City Gym coming down. We do have the Faded Town in hand, and we just see my opponent pass for the turn. Alrighty, that's good for us. So we will put down the Faded Town. We can Battle Compressor, and we'll discard Juniper Course and a Wally. Yeah, we'll discard those 3 guys. Do we attach the Lightning Energy? I don't think so. Yeah, we'll do it because I wanna keep the Silver Bang on the bench Pikachu. The Sidestone has the 190 HP or 180, so you for sure need that. We'll do that. Juniper. Discard a hand, draw 7. And look, if we didn't play this Faded Town, this Pikachu would get knocked. This Pikachu would get knocked out. Come back into our turn. Alrighty, get another Lava Ball to get down another Pikachu, which is good for us. Okay, get another Pikachu. So we get triple Pikachu. We have the Floatstone as well, but I'm just going to put on this Dynamo to give it free retreat for later. Burst Seeker for the Juniper, just in case my opponent decides to Quake Punches next turn. And we'll pass the Pikachu. Will go up to 40 HP. If my opponent has a Toad DCE, he can take a knockout with the Quake Punch. And let's see what 4 peeps has. He has a Muscle Band going down to Shea Bay, a DCE. He better have another Pokemon. And there's a Course for 4, so he needs to get a Pokemon, or he just loses the game if he Sky returns. Alright, there's a Size Toad. Okay, so it's the Sky return for 50. Okay. We'll send him the Dynamo because it does have the free retreat. The Shaman goes into his hand. The Toad comes up, and 5 to 6 on prizes. Alright, we'll send him the Dynamo. So our turn. Get an Eel, which is great. We can Dynamotor and attach a DC for the turn. So, we don't have any Lightnings in the discard pile. Put a DC on the Pikachu, and we will just Juniper for the turn. Discarding our hand, draw 7 cards. We get a Lava Ball. We can grab a Dynamo. And so that way we'll have 2 Eels ready to go at all times, as long as he doesn't get down that dreaded Garbodor. Ultra Ball, discard double Lightning. We'll get down a Raichu. Not a Raichu Break, just a Raichu. Okay, Raichu to this bench Pikachu with the DCE. We'll Dynamotor to this other Pikachu. And that way we'll have like multiple attackers ready to go to use the Raichu Break. Oh no! Don't do that. Lightning Energy to this bench Pikachu. And if he does Hypno Laser, we stayed asleep, we can just break to get rid of the poison. We will retreat Raichu. I think it gets rid of it. It should get rid of it. Break, that usually works out. Circle Circuit does 20, 40, 60, 80. And next turn, what we can do is put down another Pokemon and just Circle Circuit for the knockouts. With the bench Pikachu or the active Pikachu, depending on how we want to do it. Muscle Band, DCE. We know he has a Shaman in hand, but we see an end for my opponent. Gonna get rid of... That's a pretty good hand. We have the DCE, Eel, Juniper. We were ready to go. Let's just hope he doesn't get down a Trubbish this turn. Okay, all right, we have a good hand. We can Wally for a Raichu. They receive Crushing Hammer, probably trying to get rid of this DC on the active, and he does get the heads, discarding the DC, which I'm fine with. And they receive a Hypnotoxic Laser, trying to put us to sleep. And let's see if it's successful. It is successful. All right. Raichu is taking a snoozing right now. But we have the Raichu Break. We can put in the active. We get the DC on the active. We can Dynamotor to the bench Pikachu. Yeah, we're good to go. Can we knock out this Toad next turn? He does not have a Pokemon right now. Oh, buddy. Will we see a Raichu Break take a game from my opponent? Not basically doesn't have any. He hasn't played a single Ultra Ball. So our turn. We can put down the Raichu Break on the active. Getting rid of the poison. We will DC the active. And, well, maybe we should have put on the bench Raichu. I don't know. Well, Juniper. Wait, what? Yeah, that's fine. And, yeah, okay, we win the game. We put down the Eel, put down the Shaman, and we can circle for the knockout. I don't know what I was debating. So Shaman. No, and we can just use the circle right here. We can use the circle for 100 damage, knocking out this Toad. Alrighty. My opponent didn't really play anything. Like, that's just bad luck for my opponent. But there we go. Raichu taking a victory in game 1. Of course, we'll see another game with Raichu Break. That was kind of not that very eventful. But we saw the cool thing with Raichu. You can use Raichu Break can use other attacks like a Circle Circuit. So we saw a Circle Circuit, and he discarded the DCE, and then we Circle Circuit again with the full bench, and when we Raichu Break, it got rid of the sleep, which is great because I think we were asleep. It got rid of the poison for sure, so it does get rid of status conditions like I thought so. But we'll see a game with Raichu Break here in a second. Alright, we're putting against Pion Tendon. Playing an all fairy deck. This could be Gardevoir, this could be... Oh, we won the coin flip. This could be Gardevoir, Florges, Xerneas. There's so many different options with fairies, but we are going first, which is great, because both of our decks need a turn before we can even attack. And, wow, this is a really, really good hand. Okay, so you start Dynamo. That's okay. And we see a Xerneas, so my turn, we'll bridge it. And with it, we'll grab a Dynamo, Pikachu, and Pikachu. I mean, what else could you really want? Put those three guys down. Silverbringle, the active. Floatstone, the Dynamo. Computer Search, discard the Lightning. We discard this Verse Seeker as well. Getting a Shebe. Nope, Shaman, where are you at? Where are you at, buddy? Where are you at, Shaman? Come to me, Shaman. Just looking. Okay, there's a Shaman. There we go. Alright. Now, do you put the other Silverbringle down? Yeah, sure, let's go for it. My opponent plays a... If he plays a Megaphone, we're done, so. Alright, Shaman, drawn up to 6. Okay, we can put a Lightning Energy on a Pikachu, and we'll pretty much just end our turn. But next turn, we have the capability to get a turn to Raichu Break. We just gotta hit everything. So we get a Love Ball. And even if we don't, we should be okay. Ow, my ear's ringing right now. Okay, so we see Spritzy come down. Does he have the energy to Geomancy for the turn? And another Ultra, his first Ultra Ball, discarding a Colress and a Sycamore. Okay. And there's a Gardevoir, sir. It is a Gardevoir deck. Now, with the Silverbringle and a Faded Town, I think that is a knockout. It does 200, then Faded Town 220. So, we see a Verse Seeker for a Colress, and he's going to Colress for 6. So basically like a Professor Oak's New Theory, if you remember that card or not. That's a great card. I kind of wish it was back in the game. There's a Xerneas, a Spritzy coming down as well. And we see a Geomancy. Gonna put 2 energies on 2 of his bench Pokemon. 1 on the Xerneas and probably the other one on the Gardevoir. Yep. So those guys get both Fairy energies. And so our turn. We get a Faded Town, which we need to kind of hold on to. Like I said, we want to use that against the Mega Guardy. We'll Ultra Ball. Discard the Love Ball and a Lightning Energy. We could hope the other Shebe is not prized. I didn't even check for it. And, oh man, it is prized. Okay, alright. Well, I guess we'll grab a Raichu. We will put an Eel on the active. Trying to think. Next turn he could. Okay, we'll put it on the bench Eel. We will Dynamotor to the bench Pikachu. Little Pika-Pee. Yeah, and then next turn we have the potential to knock out the Xerneas and or the Xerneas EX. So we can knock out anything next turn basically. We'll get down the Raichu and we will end our turn. Yeah, that seems fine. We just the other Shaman's Prize I probably should have checked for earlier. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know. I mean, either way, we couldn't really tell. Like, there's nothing else we can really do. We see a Fairy Energy going out to the Xerneas. And it's going to be interesting to see my opponent attack this turn. We see, oh, my opponent saved us. Thank you, Poke. Thank you, Arceus, for saving us today. Thank you, Arceus. Alrighty. Okay, cool. So we have a good hand next turn. We see an Ultra Ball coming down. Well, actually, I don't know if it's a good hand. Because now we can't play Bridget. And that's the only supporter in the discard pile. There's an Aromatisse coming down. Alright. Alright, I like me some Aromatisse. Now he's going to be able to move his energies any way he wants to. And there we see just another Geomancy. Okay. What do we do? I wish we could Burst Seeker for our own opponent supporters. That would be great. Come on, give me Color Stop deck. A Lightning. Okay, alright, alright. What we could do is DC the Shebe. DC the Shebe. Come on. Okay, Why is Bridget got an X on it? I'm so confused right now. Alright. Put the Raichu. Yeah, why does Bridget have an X on it? Why do we have an X, Bridget? I don't know. Alright, and we will just Dynamotor, put another energy on this bench. Pikachu right here. And we'll just set up, just trying to, help us out. Put down the Faded Town as well. I know I hate putting down right now, but we have to draw some more cards with the Shaman. So set up the Shaman. Sky Return for 30. Send up the Dynamo with the Floatstone. And next turn we can put a DC on this Pikachu. Can we Dynamotor again? Oh, we've actually just put a Lightning Energy on the Raichu. Shaman, draw some cards. Then we see another Aromatisse coming down. Spirit Link. Burst Seeker. Oh, is he going to grab an N? I think it's... Oh, he could grab a Sycamore. I don't know what he grabbed. It's going to be a mystery for both of us. And a Colress. Okay, Colress is great too. I don't... Why did he... Oh, maybe he ended that one turn because he didn't have a Burst Seeker. That's probably a really good thing. Okay, there's a Fairy Garden. Does he have the Mega Guardy? Okay, we see Xerneas come up in the active spots. See a Fairy Transfer. Is he going to attack? Oh, man, if he's going to attack, we're going to be good to go. We're going to be good to go. Okay, we see some Fairy Transferring going around. And... will he go for a knockout? I mean, Breakthrough does 60 and 30 to a bench Pokemon. We see some energy getting attached. And don't let us down, Payon Tandan. I'm not sure I say his name. Alright, so there's a Breakthrough. Doing 60 and 30 goes somewhere. Probably to, yeah, the Raichu Break. Alright, we'll send up the Raichu Break. And we're in Top Deck City right now. Give me something good. That's not something we need. And Lightning Energy on the active. Shebe. 3, 4, 5. We're drawing one card. That one card's got to be good. And an Ultra Ball. Well, it's actually okay. Because we can Ultra Ball, discard the Lightning and the Eel. Get out the regular Raichu. Okay. Putting that guy down. And we will just... Yeah, we'll just... Good old Grand Bolt for the knockout. Yep, that seems like a great play. Alright, so 200 damage to that Xerneas. We discard all of energies on the Raichu. Taking 2 prize cards. And there's a Pika-Pee and a Raichu. Oh, man, we just need something here. We see the Gardevoir come up now. He has a Mega. He could do Shining Wind. That is a knockout. Does 100, then 130. But there we see the Mega come down. That's a little bit more scary. We just, once again... Oh, he ended us. Thank you, Pokemon. Thank you, Payon Tandan. Alright, we have the potential to knock out this Guardian next turn. And yeah, I mean, we still have it. We see another energy going on the Guardy. And it's going to do Brilliant Arrow for 150. It's kind of questionable why he moved the energy up. I think he only needed the 3. Yeah, I don't know why he moved the energy up, but we'll set up the Raichu, and we just need some good draws. Some good draws. Come on, guys. All right, so float stone to the active. Oh no, to the eel. DCE the active, and we will Juniper. And with this Juniper, we need a Raichu Break and a Faded Town. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got it! Oh, buddy, Raichu Break. We get down the Faded Town. Question is, what do we Ultra Ball and discard? How many DCs are we down? Okay, okay, yeah, we're fine with doing this. We're gonna Ultra Ball, discard the Course and the DCE. We'll grab a Pikachu. Yep. Alright, putting down the Pikachu, and we see a victory screen! No! We are gonna knock out that. We were going to knock out the Mega Guardian, and my opponent would have to Geomancy for the turn, and then we would power up another Raichu getting ready to go. Oh, man. We were going to win that game. Why'd you let us down? Pion, Chandon. But hopefully during this video, you kind of see the power of Raichu Break. It's kind of hard to get a match right now. There's a lot of fighting decks going on online. It's like, I've played like 6 Lucario decks. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Maybe my match system is messed up, and I'm playing against a bunch of fighting decks. Or maybe Pokemon realized I'm playing a lightning deck, and they're pairing me against fighting decks. I'm not sure what's going on here. But hopefully during this video, you kind of see the power of the Raichu Break. We were going to break there, knock out the Mega Guardian, put down the Pikachu. Next turn, Sacred Ash, Seeker for a Colress. Get another Raichu out. Maybe use Circle Circuits. If we got... I don't know. It depends on top deck. Like, if we got... I'm trying to think. No, there's no way we could knock out a Pokemon the following turn because we need Life Center and all that stuff. But we could, like, attach a DCE, or Retreat, Dynamotor once, and have, like, 2 Raichus ready to go for the next turn. And my opponent could maybe knock out one. We knock out the Xerneas, and then... I don't know. It depends if you dropped into the Pokemon or not. But hopefully you do this video. Hopefully you learned something new about the Raichu Break deck. Like I said, you could put a Keldeo Floatstone in here. It's definitely a questionable play right now. Like I said, I wanted to play a Pikachu EX deck, but I sadly could not get one. But you kind of see how the concept of Pikachu EX and the Raichu Break is kind of the same thing. But Pikachu EX can hit for so much more damage. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty. Bye.